You are about to enter the dirty stalls of a Burns When I Pee. This podcast is for mature audiences only. The views and opinions expressed on this show are usually rude, crude, and offensive, and should not be associated with our guests and sponsors in any way. Please proceed to the first available stall and prepare for takeoff.
Welcome everyone to another gripping episode of It Burns When I Pee, the #1 podcast for roots music, adult comedy, and interviews. The podcasting god Blake Clayton, along with his revolving group of co-hosts, are preparing for launch. Please adjust your volume, remove all morals and values, and prepare yourself for what we like to call auditory dysentery. We go live in
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Mission control to podcasting god, you are clear to proceed. I repeat, you are clear to proceed.
All right, folks, welcome to the wrap-up show for episode 116 of It Burns When I Pee. Across from me, we have Fly Ninja Jason.
Formerly
known.
Douchey Jason.
Now Douchey Jason. Juicy Jason?
Juicy.
Juice. I like Juicy Jason.
Or Jewy.
Jewy. Come on now. And now we have Mollz, who was our vagina princess for the show.
What?
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
This is a bad wrap-up.
Right.
Yeah, here, let's start over.
Okay. All right, we start over? I thought it was funny.
I don't get it.
Vagina princess?
All right.
I was not the vagina. You used to have. You can't name me a
I know.
vagina princess. You already had one.
All right. Folks, we are doing the wrap-up show for 116 again. And we have Nick. Oh, wait.
This is like a mulligan where you do like 30 in a row.
Right. All right, folks, we are back. Episode 116, the wrap-up show. Fly Ninja Jason, formerly known.
No, I really like that name.
Also known as Douchey Jason.
Or Jewy Jason.
Were you offended by the Douchey Jason? What do you think is a compliment or an insult?
Someone recommended that in the chat room. And I think it's definitely an insult. But, yeah, again, joke's on them. I like it. So.
All right. Mollz, my fiancé.
Yes.
Your first ever co-hosting role at IBWIP.
Right.
And Courtney, just some girl we met earlier.
Thank you so much.
It's okay. Feel free to talk as loud as possible. So Courtney, you are our guest this evening. You're a friend of a co-host.
A friend? Do we keep calling it a friend?
No, they're
You are an item
There you go.
with a co-host, Molly, which super excited about this. No. So what did you think? You've listened to the show a few times. What did you think of being on the show?
It's a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Really?
Honestly, yeah.
What did you find hard about it?
I don't know, just trying to be on top of it all the time. Sorry, that was...
Be on top.
Look at her throwing the puns out. Mollz, co-hosting as opposed to just guest starring. Any difference?
It's a lot harder.
Really?
Yeah, because you have to be on top of it all the time.
A lot of that's what she said moments are making themselves apparent.
Right.
I felt like a couple times, Jason, I felt like the women were trying to, I don't want to say censor us, but they were trying to really downplay our rhythm.
We were trying to use the rhythm method, and they were really, they were disrupting it, I would say.
Like wanting to kiss and stuff. Like the rhythm method is strictly just do this thing, get it over with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about the Christyfest, my trip to Christyfest. We had Tedd Muffins do his sports.
He was really good.
And
Very
he
informative.
was
Very
awesome.
handsome, too.
We had a lot of plugs, as always, and we had a lot of complaints about the plugs. They were too fast. I mean, too long.
Way too long.
I never thought I'd ever hear her say that. It was too long, Blake.
Chuck full of puns.
We talked about your trip to Portland.
Yeah.
We talked about diarrhea.
Yeah. We could have done a whole show on just that.
Diarrhea.
I'm sure I could tell you some stories.
Yeah, you probably could as a certified nurse with the state of Illinois, license number 724-615B.
Do you have LifeLock? Because you're going to need it.
Check into that.
So, everybody have a good time? You know, it was a good time?
Yeah, woohoo!
A lot better than this promo, because a lot of people are really going to watch this show because of this promo. We also, a highlight as always, we played Stay in Character. Which
Thanksgiving edition.
The Thanksgiving edition.
It's important to note.
Courtney, you were watching that unfold.
Right.
You had control of the bell. You refused to ding the bell. Why is that?
It was just going so good. I didn't even.
It was going well, but
yeah.
yes.
What? Sorry.
That's all right.
Grammar. It
Dickhead.
How can you stop something that's going so good like that?
That's pretty cool.
That's right.
So, folks, if you're gonna watch the show, that probably should have iced it. Look over that camera and say it was just totally awesome.
It was the best thing I've ever seen, ever.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Very nice.
We
I think Molly just nailed it, really.
Ringing endorsement.
Thank you.
Well, guys and gals, I thank you for being on the show. It was fun as always, and we'll see you the next time around.
Bye.
Bye.